Hi, you guys, and welcome back to Neytea podcast, episode 4. We're gonna be talking about motherhood. So I don't want to make this intro long, but as you guys can tell, I'm carrying a newborn. Yes, I had my baby. So therefore, we're gonna talk about motherhood. I know you guys are probably thinking, why is she recording? Why is she not resting? I am here to hustle for my dreams. I'm not gonna make no excuses, and there's not gonna be no interruptions because my babies are not no interruptions. They're always going to be, even if I have to record with both babies, by my side, I will do it. And nothing can stop me from my dreams, and I'm here to hustle for my dreams. So let's just go on with the video, you guys. Okay, you guys. So as a lot of you guys know that I'm gonna be posting Fridays, and I'm still gonna continue that schedule, even if I just had a baby. So if you think that I'm not gonna post anymore or every Friday, you are wrong. I'm here to post every single Friday, no matter what. No matter if I'm at the hospital. I was actually going to take my microphone and my LED lights to the hospital, but let's talk about some chisme. If you have not watched my birth vlog, I will leave a screenshot here of our main channel. But if you have not watched my birth vlog, I actually vlogged everything, and I had to edit it because when I gave birth to my baby right here, the director of the hospital came to visit my room, and she told me that someone told her about my video, and she told me that I wasn't allowed to record without somebody's permission. But I actually did ask a couple nurses, and they said that it was okay. And I was like, okay, you know what, fuck it. And then the nurses did tell me that it was okay, but that they had to double check. And according to I think one of the nurses, it wasn't a nurse that was with me all the time, because she was actually a really nice lady, but it also could have been her, because I did tell her that I was a content creator. But someone told the director that I have vlogged my birth at the hospital, and she told me that basically I wasn't allowed to record any more videos on YouTube, and that I should take down the video. I'm not about to take down the video. That's my moneymaker right there, honey. And she told me that the nurses could sue me because I was showing their faces. So I was like, no one is gonna interrupt my hustle. I'm here to make some money. So I went back and recorded. I went back and edited my birth vlog, and thankfully YouTube has a thing where you can blur out people's faces. So quickly I did that, because I'm not about to no, I'm making good money with that video. So I didn't delete the video, but I did blur it out. So if you watch it and it's really crappy footage, my apologies. But that happened. So like I was saying, my plan was to bring my microphone and everything so I can actually record an episode there talking about motherhood. But here I am, home. I had to wait till I came home to basically record everything. And I already recorded the gender reveal, because I don't know, you guys know, if you follow me on TikTok and you've been following me for a while, my second pregnancy with this baby, I didn't know the gender, so I kept this secret. Even I know I knew the gender. I didn't know the gender. My OB didn't know the gender, and I know they're supposed to. But one OB did, not my OB, but when I went to an ultrasound tech at a different place that was not my clinic, she knew the gender. Because that's when they tell you the gender. But my OB herself did not know the gender, so no one really knew the gender. But besides another tech, and basically, here I am with my baby. And I'm pretty sure you guys already know where my baby is. If you already watched, it's probably up by now, honestly. But yes, that happened. I was gonna record this episode in the hospital, but here I am at home, and it's okay, honestly. I really do wonder who the fuck told on me, because the only person that really, really knows me like that. It's a couple people. And the nurse herself that was with me the whole time, which she was really sweet. I'm not gonna talk shit, but she was a really sweet girl, a woman. And I did tell her that I was a content creator that makes mom content. And kid you not, the next morning, the director comes into my room and tells me about my video. And it makes me happy to know that I make people mad as fuck, that I'm out here living my best life, making content, making money because I'm making content. It had to literally piss off somebody so bad that I made that video, and I'm doing so fucking good in life and so good making content that they had to tell on me that I literally birthed my vlog. And it's okay, honestly, you guys. I'm not, honestly, it didn't bother me. I was just kind of confused. I was like, like, one thing about me, I dream about the truth. Like, I have the time when people make fake accounts, I already know who the fuck it is, because I'm an investigator. I literally do my work. I know who, do how, like, it depends on the word choice people like, how do I say this? And it's, I basically know who the fuck be behind the fake accounts most of the times, but not all the times. But most of the times, I already know who it is, and it's crazy that so many people hate me so much. Like, little old me make people mad. Like, what? Like, it makes me feel cocky about myself, but then I laugh about it because if I was somebody else, I would look at myself. I will not let this fodonga ass little girl get me mad. Anyways, off topic, that happened. I needed to tell the chisme because I told you I already mentioned it in my story, and I said I was gonna tell you guys the chisme. So that's what the fuck happened, you guys. Somebody told on me that I made a video and I wasn't allowed to make any more videos. So I had to wait till I got home to make the gender reveal video, and that which I'm not sure it's gonna be up by then, but the 24 hours with my newborn at home, I had to wait because they told me that I cannot make any more videos for YouTube. And it's so fucking stupid because I was like, okay, whatever. I guess I was still making videos on TikTok though. What they gonna do, sue me because I was making TikTok? Sorry, you guys, I just burped. I had canes. But basically, off topic, that happened, blah blah blah. People are fucking weird. Oh, my phone just moved. But let's talk about motherhood, you guys. So I got pregnant at 19 years old. I gave birth at 20 years old, you guys. Yes, I am a very young mother, you guys. I am 21 years old with 2 babies. Isn't that funny? I know you guys are probably like, damn, bitch, you were busting it down. It was, let me tell you guys, it definitely was planned. So the first one was kind of like a surprise because I thought I couldn't get pregnant, and I don't want to get too much into top details. A lot of you guys ask me like, why do you think you couldn't get pregnant? It's just there's a lot of stuff that I do want to talk about, but I'm not ready yet. It's a lot of unhealed. Sorry, it's a little. I get really sentimental, but let's just say it's just too personal. So when I was letting the seed go into me, we were dating for 3 months or something like that. I'm sorry, you guys, my brain's foggy, but we got pregnant, and when he was putting his seed inside me, I was like, damn, I can't get pregnant. Like it was heartbreaking. And then it happened. I was like, oh my god, I'm pregnant. Like it was kind of like a surprise, but like at the same time, I was like, yes, like it finally happened. So like I said, it was somewhat planned because at the same time I'd let it happen, but at the same time I didn't know I could get pregnant. And basically with this one right here, we actually were trying really hard. And the funny thing is, you guys, like after trying so hard to get pregnant with my second child, after seeing that I couldn't get pregnant, I was like, fuck it. You know what? It whatever it is. So we stopped trying. And the minute we stopped trying, you guys, was the minute we got pregnant. I was like, what in the world? It's crazy how things work. Like when you want something so bad, sometimes you can't have it, but when you forget about it and you don't try so hard for it, it like literally naturally happens for you. And I'm not saying this in every case because it's not in every case, but yes, I'm 21 years old with two babies. I'll be 22 soon, and which my birthday's in November 13th. I'm a Scorpio. So, um, I'm gonna be a very young mother with two children, you guys. Yes. Comment below how old are you and how many kids do you guys have? I would like to know honestly more about you guys. But let's just go on with my first pregnancy and how it treated me. So with my pregnancy, my first pregnancy, it wasn't as worse as my second pregnancy. But yeah, I did know the gender right away, so I knew I was having a boy right away. And I when I was pregnant with Amir, I had really bad nausea and really bad symptoms, like really bad headaches. I would throw up all the time. And it lasted to my first trimester and second trimester, half of my second trimester, because it wasn't like in the end of my second trimester. It got so much better, you guys. So my pregnancy with my firstborn was okay, I guess you can say that, until I gave birth. This is where I'm gonna talk about how motherhood really is. And I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. So when I gave birth and my son came out and he was crying, I remember pushing him out and feeling nothing towards him. This is where I realized I had postpartum depression before giving birth without even knowing it, because as soon as he came out, I didn't feel anything, you guys. Like, I didn't cry. Like, my partner was the one who cried when he came out. Like, he was so happy, but like, I was just there like a zombie. Like, I felt nothing towards him. I did skin to skin. I carried him, and yes, and that little time that I carried him and did skin to skin before they were gonna weigh him, yes, I did feel some type of tingle, some type of feeling, I'm trying to say, but it didn't last very long. So, be how do I say this? Pregnancy and just motherhood itself, it comes with so many perks and cons, and just bad memories, good memories, and yes, you will get postpartum depression. Sometimes motherhood is not pretty, and a lot of people paint it as something so beautiful, and it's a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. Having kids and raising your beautiful children, seeing them grow up, every milestone they make, it's such a beautiful thing. But it's not all pretty rainbows and butterflies. I remember the whole time, because I stayed at the hospital for a couple days. Those days I was there at the hospital, I still felt nothing. I didn't want to say anything, because sometimes when you like say, "Oh, I feel so depressed. I feel like this and that," because I did feel like I wanted to like not be in this world anymore. I don't know why I felt like that, but and that's the perks of having postpartum depression. But sometimes they take your kids away, and I was like, I can't I knew I loved him, but like I knew I had postpartum depression, but I also knew I didn't want my kids to be taken away from me. So I actually did suck it up, because I do have a history of depression, bipolar and suicide stuff. So it's mandatory that they send over a health worker to your room and they talk to you. So I had to fake everything I said and let them know that I was feeling fine, that I was so happy. But in reality, I was going through postpartum depression already, even before my baby came out. Like, it sucked. It definitely sucked, because so many people, like, I seen so many vlogs of the moms crying, being so happy, and I'm like, why can I be like that? Why do I feel like this? Why, what's wrong with me? Is something wrong with me? Do I hate my life? Do I not love my child? And it wasn't even that. It was postpartum depression. So when we went home, and nothing changed. I still had postpartum depression. I was really going through it, you guys. Like, this is where I'm gonna say motherhood is a beautiful thing, like I said already, but it's also a very, very scary thing, you guys, because when I went home, I don't, and I've seen other like moms talk about this too, but when I went home, nothing changed. I still felt really disconnected with Amir. I feel like I didn't love him or myself or anybody around me. And I was also having really dark thoughts, and which I realize now that it was part of postpartum depression. I know a lot of people hate me, and they twist my words, but it's okay because like my nurse knew, because I did talk to them about it, and they said that it was postpartum depression. I was seeing it was like video chat thing. It was where COVID was still like really, really bad, so nobody can go into the clinic if it wasn't important. So I was talking to I did reach out for help. I want everyone to know that I did reach out for help. I let them know that I was having really dark thoughts and just really horrible thoughts. And they told me that it was part of postpartum depression. And I remember it got so bad to the point where I stopped talking to the help, and I dealt with it with myself. And I want everyone to know it's not because I was being selfish. This is how I cope. I'm so used to, since all my trauma throughout my whole life, I'm used to basically going through stuff really dark, bumpy roads by myself. I keep everything bottled in. I don't talk about nothing. If I do ever talk about it, I talk to myself, not like a crazy person, but like I just kind of vent out and talk it out, even if I have to say it out loud and nobody's hearing me. But I am the type of person who who will not reach out for help, even if I'm like in the verge of like, like throwing myself down the stairs or something. So I stopped asking for help, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna deal with this on my own. And I did, and it was the most horrible thing I could ever do. If I could go back, I would definitely change it, you guys, because I remember the whole time I was raising my son, I was always in a really like sad mood. I was having suicidal thoughts, and I never told nobody this, not even my partner. And it's not because I don't have a supportive partner, and because I really do. He's really supportive towards me, but I'd rather not talk about it with nobody. And even like till now, I let him know that I let him know, like, what I think 2 months ago, that I was really going through it with Amir, and he told me that he didn't really notice because he wouldn't I would never talk about it. And if you're watching this, please, I beg you, if you're going through postpartum depression, talk to somebody, get help, or talk to your partner. Don't feel ashamed, because I felt ashamed, and I wish I can go back, because if I would have got help sooner, I would have probably enjoyed my whole motherhood stage with my firstborn. And I'm not saying I didn't enjoy any of it, because I've had good times, but I also had bad times. And it was because I was going through postpartum depression for a very, very long time, and I hid it from so many people. And I wish I can go back, because I didn't enjoy my newborn stage with him as much as I wanted to. Like, if you guys ever asked me about memories about Amir, I will probably not remember. And it's part of having postpartum depression. It actually blurs out your memories, and like that, like you won't remember anything. And the newborn stage goes really fast, you guys. And I regret it, because I wish I can go back, so that way I could have enjoyed every single moment of my baby being a newborn. And it sucks, because I feel like now I was being a little bit selfish, and maybe Amir could have had a happier mom. Even if he was a baby, he would have still. I feel like babies can feel your energy, and they can feel if you're sad, mad, or angry, or just fairly depressed. And motherhood is just, it's a beautiful thing, but it's also a very scary thing. I remember every day of my life being in a shitty ass mood, screaming at my partner, being angry at my partner, just screaming in general, because I wanted to let everything out. And it really does suck now that I'm thinking about it, because everything could have been so much different, and I could have been at such a happy mom. And I'm not saying that I would have been a happy mom, because, well, okay, how do I say this? Because even if I tried to be a happy mom, postpartum depression would have still been in the way. So that's the perks of motherhood. You go through postpartum depression. You have um, you have basically horrible memories as well and good memories. And I wish I can go back. I wish I got the help I could have gotten. So I've now seen Amir grow up such a beautiful boy, and every milestone he has made, it makes me happy that I don't have postpartum depression. That I'm not a sad mom. I'm watching him grow up to a beautiful child and a happy child, but I do regret not getting help because now I don't remember anything from him being a newborn. I can't, if I tried hard to find a memory of him being a newborn, I cannot remember, you guys. And it does suck, I really like now I feel guilty because with my second child, I don't have postpartum depression. It's so different, you guys. It makes me feel guilty because with Amir, I didn't enjoy my being a mom, I didn't enjoy the newborn stage. And now with this baby, I don't have postpartum depression. I when my second child came out, I actually did cry. I was so happy, you guys. And it makes me happy that I actually felt something, and I didn't have postpartum depression. But it makes me feel so fucking guilty because, like, why couldn't I be like that when I had a mirror? Like, it makes me feel guilty. Like, sometimes I think to myself, like, oh my god. Oh, oh. That's the baby. But yes, after that happened, my postpartum depression was getting a little bit better. As soon as he got older, it got better. Let's just say that being a mother is really hard. So I am gonna compare both my pregnancies because a lot of you guys were asking me to basically talk about both my pregnancies, how they both treated me, how they're so different. So like I said, with Amir, I had postpartum depression, and with this one, I do not have postpartum depression. The only thing that I do feel the same thing that's kind of like related to Amir and this baby. I talked about this on my story in my Instagram story if you don't follow me at Neytea. But every time, and I feel like this with Amir too, when I was breastfeeding Amir or pumping and with this baby too, I feel disgusted with myself. I did go through sexual assault and rape, so when I let health when I let the health worker know that how I felt, she let me know that yes, indeed, it's because of my trauma, and it made so much sense because I thought honestly that I was postpartum depression with Amir and that I just felt disgusted being a mom, but knowing now that it's the fact that my unhealed trauma makes so much sense, you guys. So with Amir, I did breastfeed. Even if it was triggering me, I still decided to breastfeed and pump, and it only lasted 2 months. So the difference between both, with Amir, I only lasted 2 months. I did not produce like oh. I didn't produce a lot of milk, you guys. So I already felt guilty. Like being a mother, eh, you're gonna feel guilty, mad, sad, all emotions. You're gonna find what really triggers you. So if I feel like a horrible mother because I couldn't produce Wimir, and I only lasted 2 months, and my milk dried out. And with this baby, I'm producing so much more, you guys, and it makes me happy. But at the same time, I'm gonna keep it honest, you guys. With both pregnancies and knowing that I went through so much horrible stuff with my pregnancy with Amir and my birth and him growing up and everything because I was going through postpartum depression, it does make me feel guilty because I'm enjoying this baby a lot more than I was enjoying Amir. And I know it's sounding wrong, but I mean it like I'm enjoying motherhood more with this baby than what I was enjoying with Amir because I have postpartum depression. So when Amir grew up and my postpartum depression got a little bit better, um, everything was really good. Motherhood was going great. He was growing up. My child is so beautiful. He was accomplishing so much more. He was my child was accomplishing so much, his milestones and everything. But at the same time, I deep down, even though my postpartum depression was gone, I still felt guilty because I couldn't remember any memories of him being a newborn or any good memories at all. And now having this child, it makes me feel like a bad mom because I am enjoying a lot more than what I enjoy with Amir. And I wish I can go back, you guys. Honestly, I really wish I can go back. Okay, you guys, so I had to put my newborn to sleep. I did pump, I fed him, and now he's sleeping. So it gives me a chance to finish this video. But I'm not okay. So this is this video talking about motherhood is my experience. If you have your own experience, please comment below how motherhood has been treating you guys. But with this baby, I am producing so much milk. And with Amir, sorry you guys, I'm leaking. With Amir, I didn't produce any milk. Like I only did I produced like 0.5, and I stayed like that for a whole 2 months. So that's when I stopped my journey of pumping and trying to give Amir my milk, because it does give him nutrition. And that's when I went to formula. And I'm not formula shaming any moms, because I think honestly fed is the best. And motherhood is already hard enough, and other women want to bring other women down. Like I don't understand why women, and even like moms, you're a mom, why are you mom shaming? It's like motherhood is already hard enough. Why can't we just support one another and be loving one another? I don't know, motherhood is already hard enough. But with I was actually thinking, since I'm producing so much milk now with this baby, I'm gonna give Amir my breast milk. I basically searched up, and it said that I'm able to give my 1 year old's breast milk still, that is still beneficial for him. So that's gonna be my plan. I'm happy because with him, I feel so guilty that I couldn't produce milk for him. I couldn't give him because at this point people called it the gold milk, breast milk, because yes, it is really good for your baby, and formula is still the best. As long as you're feeding your child, you are doing the best, my love. But basically people just say that's more better giving breast milk. And I'm just happy to be able to provide with this baby breast milk. And I'm gonna give Amir breast milk. I wonder how he's gonna react though. But enough of kind of like the depressing stuff. That's how my motherhood has been going and went with my first child. But comment below how motherhood has been treating you guys. I want to know if it's been going good for you guys, or bad, or both at the same time. Because motherhood is not perfect, you guys. You're gonna have bad days and good days. But sometimes some women have the best motherhood memories ever, and that's okay. Not everyone's gonna have that. But I'm happy that as long as we're all enjoying our babies, because they grow so fast, you guys. This is the good part, where I'm gonna go in and talk about watching your child grow up is the saddest thing ever, yes, but watching them achieve every milestone is the most beautiful thing ever. And that's what makes like motherhood at the end of the day so, how do I put that word, amazing. At the end of the day, that's what you're like looking forward to. And when every time Amir did a milestone, I was so sad, but at the same time I was like, okay, my baby's growing up so fast, but he's also doing all these amazing milestones. And now with this child, it's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna be able to watch him grow up, watch him do every milestone. And like I said, there's pros and cons to motherhood, and you're the best thing ever. Yes, your babies grow up fast, but the best thing ever, you're watching your child grow up and do all these milestones. It's honestly it's a amazing feeling. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But I also want to talk about how being a mother can actually get you out of stuff. I am a very antisocial person, and I've had people wanting to hang out with me, but I'm like, sorry, I can't. My child is acting up, or I'm tired. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, you should do this, but like, I do this. I am a very antisocial person, so I'm not used to hanging out around people since I I've never really had a lot of friends. It just distanced myself from so many people, and being a mother can get you out of a lot of stuff, you guys. There's so much stuff I can talk about, but I'm already seeing that the video's long enough, and really my motherhood memories were horrible. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I'm not like talking about like other stuff. Like besides me saying that the milestones was the best part of the motherhood. I can't really talk about other stuff besides me going through postpartum depression. If my second child was already like 5 months and everything, I will talk about other stuff. But there's not really much to talk about. But besides, my motherhood has been kind of shitty, only because I went through postpartum depression, and I don't know how this baby's going to be. I'm like right now I'm enjoying newborn stage, and I didn't do that with my firstborn. So I'm gonna see how it goes, and I'll update you guys later on in the future. But for now, I'm gonna end the video here. But please comment below how motherhood has been treating you guys, and how it's been going. How many kids do you guys have? Like I said, I am 21 years old with 2 babies, you guys. So I really hope you guys enjoy this episode. I know I was gonna talk about the pros and cons, but really, I'm talking about how it's been going for me, or how it went for me with my first child. So if you have good stories, comment below. I don't have really good stories with my first child, so I really hope it wasn't as depressing as it's sounding and I'm talking about it. But I really hope you guys enjoy this podcast, and please remember, motherhood is not easy. Motherhood, it's a beautiful thing, but there's also going to be hard days and then good days. If you ever feel like a bad mom, remember that you've been keeping your babies alive for a long time. As long as you're feeding your child, loving your child, and keeping them safe, you are doing amazing, mama. That's all that matters. So I really hope you guys enjoy this episode of Neytea Podcast, episode 4, talking about motherhood. The next episode, I will be talking about social media, telling the truth, how you guys can become a content creator, and how much I've earned, and giving you guys tips and tricks how to start a social media content thing, just basically be a content creator. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this podcast episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you guys. Bye.